I'm Nate, and this is GTA 5 but Oversimplified, Part 2. We arrived to the mission in our trusty plane.
Trevor, you're still banned.
Trevor is banned, but decides that he doesn't care.
You speak Spanish, speak it to each other!
Mr. Tao is pleased to meet your acquaintance.
Oh yeah, he seems it.
我说，人事，你真是太好了。
But we hear that Trevor Phillips Corporation.
So I've heard Trevor Phillips Industries, Trevor Phillips Enterprises, and now Trevor Phillips Corporation. The fuck is it? On the way to give our guests a tour of the meth lab, Chef calls us with something to do with the Aztecas being upset. Probably has something to do with the fact that we shoved their leader's mobile home into the river and then killed him.
I wouldn't be the first man to throw morals out the window for a paycheck.
I mean, who wouldn't? I know I sure as hell would. Big gunfight, but with plot armor on our side, so we win. Needy likey grenade launcher.
I think we have seen quite enough.
Chinese dude is upset about being shoved in a freezer during the gunfight. We return to Trevor's trailer to find that an absolutely heinous crime has been committed. His previously immaculately clean trailer is now trashed, not to mention that they broke a statue. So naturally, in GTA fashion, it's time to kill them all.
Those pathetic midlife crisis, hog-riding, shaven-headed, fruity leather, chapped-wearing fucking assholes!
That is a really funny insult.
Find out who did that fucking robbery, alright? And if Michael Townley lives there, or anyone matching his description, I'm gonna kill you and your fucking cousin!
Realism check time. Michael is the most common name in the United States, and there's absolutely no way that there's only one Michael married with 2 kids in Los Angeles. We go to the gun store to claim our free sniper rifle. I wish we got free sniper rifles in real life. That'd be awesome. There's no reason to shoot the lights here, but I have nothing better to do, so I will anyway. Ron is flailing like a child at night, right next to a hell of a lot of bikers, and it's pretty bright out here, so I wouldn't exactly call that stealth. Trevor decides that it's a good idea to shoot the pilot of a helicopter, because then they won't know that they're being attacked, although the helicopter would crash, so that's really dumb. This is one of the few games where it's easier to fly helicopters and planes with a mouse and keyboard than it is with a controller, and I really appreciate that. Check out this innovative gameplay. We fly to a place, we drop a thing, then we fly to another place.
Now go! I need to meditate. Or masturbate. Or both.
I like his style. So this is a GTA game, and we can buy properties?
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Time to do the mission Crystal Maze, a mission without a maze. Trevor somehow convinces Mr. Cheng to tell him that they're working with some hillbillies now instead of Trevor, so you guessed it, we're gonna go kill them all now. Trevor decides that the hillbillies need to be put out of business, so decides that the best course of action is to blow up the farmhouse. Naturally, we try using grenades through the window, but this is a Rockstar game after all, and they have a tendency to punish creativity, so they have to do it exactly the way they want us to. Classic movie stereotype of walking away from an explosion. Now time for the mission Friends Reunited, a mission without any friends being reunited.
I did find a Michael Santa, about the right age, married with 2 kids.
Bullshit! First off, there's probably way more than 2 Michael Townleys living in Los Angeles in real life. And 2, there's no fucking way that a dumb tweaker like Wade could figure out where Michael lived just based on first name alone. For fuck's sake, there's 18 million people living in the greater Los Angeles area. It would have been more fun, and more realistic, if we had to track down Michael instead of the game just telling us where he is.
I'm joking. You can suck me off.
Trevor wants Wade to give the suck. I won't judge. The bikers are back, so now we're going to kill them all. Starting to see a pattern here? Although, I guess in this situation, we blow it all up instead of killing them. Since games have taught me that buildings are just empty husks with nobody inside, and doors that can't open, we probably didn't kill anyone. Now we drive to Wade's cousin's house, but on the way there, we stop to take a look at the sprawl that is this game's version of Los Angeles. For an 8-year-old game, this city looks amazing at night, and surprisingly realistic as well.
No, not somewhere. Here. He's gonna smoke meth here. Give me a fucking lighter.
You can't smoke here.
Trevor wants Wade to smoke meth, but Floyd doesn't want him to. Here's a life lesson for all of you. If you ever want a place to stay, go to your tweaker friend's cousin's house and tell him to get out. There's no possible way that it can end poorly. So now for the mission Fame or Shame, a mission where two friends reunite. Holy shit, that's a lot of weed. Wish I could afford that much weed.
Namaste.
Nah, man, go fuck yourself.
Michael!
That's an amazing insult, and I love it.
Trevor? Michael.
Trevor shows up, but this very tense moment is interrupted by us finding out that Michael's daughter is making a fool of herself on television.
Where's your sister, Jim?
She's trying out for TV.
Trevor gives the man a throat hug.
Trevor?
Two dads. Great.
Wow!
Very San Andreas.
What are you?
Laszlo assumes that Trevor and Michael are together. Michael understandably gets upset at Laszlo for being a giant piece of shit to his daughter. They towed our car, so now we have no way to chase Laszlo except the slowest fucking vehicle in the game, that for mission purposes is forced to be even fucking slower.
Dude, haven't you seen my show? It's not live, it's not funny.
That sums up all of television ever. Trevor says that he's going to post this video online, but in the real world, if a video of a celebrity like that surfaced, it would be absolutely everywhere, so clearly this isn't very realistic since we never hear of it again. Michael decides to let Laszlo live. Then when Trevor leaves, he calls Dave, the corrupt FIB agent, to schedule a meeting to talk about the fact that Trevor is back in town. Rockstar being Rockstar, this doesn't go away for a long time, even though it's supposed to.
Davey!
So we go to meet Dave at the observatory and discuss the Trevor situation. Dave needs a favor, so knocks Michael out so we can get into the coroner's office. Wait a minute, what? You expect me to believe that in the amount of time it took Michael to wake up, he was taken to the coroner's office and that they started the autopsy? Also, why the fuck are they starting an autopsy without checking for a pulse or breathing? Just because you're unconscious doesn't mean that you're still not breathing and your heart would definitely still be beating. So it took Michael just under 20 seconds to put these clothes on. Holy shit, I wish I could get dressed that fast. So it turns out that the corpse that's labeled as the guy we're trying to find is the wrong corpse, so naturally we kill everyone so that we can escape. I get that these are corrupt agents, but would they really kill someone that was mistaken for being dead? This entire mission makes practically no sense to me. Now we jump out of a second-story window into a dumpster. Michael probably needs a tetanus shot after that, not to mention shit like broken glass. That would not be very comfortable, might give you a disease if you landed on a needle, and might even break some bones. Hold up, what? Second story? We climbed 3 flights of stairs, meaning that we were in the basement before. Dave said that the lower floors were on lockdown, but we passed the lower floors so that we could jump out of a window on the second floor. We would have had to kill less guys if we had just gone out the front fucking door. The fuck, Rockstar?
What? What the fuck?
Now that we've escaped the cops, we gotta go talk to Franklin. Michael tells Franklin that Trevor is back in town and that Franklin should leave town, but Franklin is loyal, so he agrees to help.
Well, isn't this nice? You didn't tell me we were double dating.
Michael goes on a double date with some corrupt government agents. The corrupt government agents then explain that they need to do some corrupt things to stop the other corrupt government agents from doing corrupt things. They give no explanation for why Trevor would be willing to work for the government for absolutely no pay. I would think that if government agents went to try to convince Trevor to work for them, Trevor would kill them all. Now we rappel down a government building from a helicopter in broad daylight right next to another government building. You've got to be fucking kidding me, Rockstar. You're trying to tell me that nobody from either of these government buildings would notice the helicopter hovering, what is illegally close to it because the FAA is a thing, and report that not only is their helicopter hovering really close to the building, but there's also a man dangling from it. Helicopters aren't exactly known for being quiet or stealthy, and this is broad fucking daylight.
Next, I'll have this thing so far up your ass, your tonsils will be playing shadow puppets.
Now we learn just how useful flashlights can be. You can use it for some torture porn, you can use it to beat someone up, or you can use it as a flashlight. We kidnap Mr. K and then fly him back to the government lot so that we can torture him later. Before we get to torture him though, we go to do one of the most innovative missions in the entire game.
Mine ain't nothing special, but this boy gets the job done.
First, Trevor shows Floyd his penis, because why not, and then we do the mission Scouting the Port, where we scout a port. The game locks you to an insanely slow walk speed here for far too long, and then we get to do what everyone wanted to do for years in a game that is all about shooting people and having fun. Move fucking shipping containers. Why is this mission in the game? It's so fucking bad. Now we drive over to another part of the port, watch Floyd get his ass beat by some private security, steal some papers, and then drive back to our apartment.
What in the name of all things holy?
I can stop it, but it just kept coming and coming.
Oh, it's
Naturally, there was a man covered in shit, because Rockstar thought that that was some top-quality humor. Now we get to pick the approach we want to take for this heist. Naturally, we're picking the freighter, because we get to sink a cargo ship, and that's fucking awesome.
Damn, it's Deborah.
Floyd is upset that Trevor damaged his girlfriend. Alright, I'm gonna end this episode here. Join us next time where we get to torture Mr. K, and of course we get to do some yoga. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Nate out!